If you're a doctor and you're looking for digital marketing tips or tips to help your digital marketing, then that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. So sit tight, let's jump into this. Hey, what's going on? Yuri here. Yuri Elkaim, founder and CEO of Healthpreneur. We help health professionals and coaches fill and scale their health businesses. And if you're a doctor looking to proactively market your business, hey, great job. I know it's not as easy as we'd like it to be because there are certainly some constraints and so forth. So I'm not going to give you things that are going to be, well, I don't know if I can do that because my governing board doesn't allow me to do that. I want to give you some higher level things that I think will just give you a better understanding. I'm going to share 7 tips with you, not 3, 7 tips with you that I think will make a big difference for your marketing. Cool. Because if you get these dialed in, then you essentially have a medical practice, alternative medical, whatever type of practice you run, it doesn't matter. Good marketing allows you to generate a near endless supply of patients and clients. And I want to share with you, I think, what good marketing is that will help you in this video, okay? So number 1 is be consistent. The most important thing I believe in life in creating amazing results is being consistent. If you think of how do we help people lose weight, it doesn't have to be rocket science. Just do simple things consistently. Move your body, eat well, drink plenty of water, get 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, right? Like simple things, but done consistently. And the same thing with your marketing. Whatever you decide to do, whatever type of marketing you want to deploy, whether it's paid ads or organic content, that's up to you, okay? There's obviously certain ways that are smarter and faster than others, but whatever you choose to do, just do it consistently because no one achieves greatness by doing something once in a while. So whatever you're going to do, commit to doing it every single day in a consistent fashion. Second thing is be yourself. Be yourself. Now, listen, I'm going to make a suggestion to you. You got to take off your lab coat. You have to take off the veneer of I'm a doctor because no one responds to that. I mean, I shouldn't say no one. There's a certain level of, there's trust. Certainly, there's a certain level of trust that is instilled by being a doctor, right? It's the most trusted position out of all professions, statistically. Guess who's at the bottom? Politicians. So that's fine. But at the same time, we do business with people we know, like, and trust. So when I say be yourself, I'm saying like, just be you. Don't try to pretend to be someone you're not. If you're opinionated and you have very strong beliefs about something, share that, right? If you have a certain personality style and quirks and stuff, do that as well. I don't really like dressing up. I mean, I had this fantasy back in the day of being GQ, and I spent years wearing like nice shirts and suits and stuff. And I'm like, dude, that's not me. It's not me. I'm the guy who's gonna wear jeans and t-shirt. That's how I roll, right? And it doesn't mean that has anything to do with my business because our business has done multiple 7 figures and has nothing to do with how I'm dressed. I'm just going to be myself because that's who I can be. And the same with you is be you, do you, because everyone else, if everyone's trying to be the same as everyone else, then that's how you lose in the game of marketing. Marketing is about sharing your beliefs, your philosophies. It's not about how to, okay? So this is going to lead me into my next thing. This is number 3. The third tip is to be polarizing. I'm not saying be polarizing for the sake of polarizing. I'm saying share what you believe to be true. If you think that vegetables are the devil, say that. If you think that wearing masks during COVID is whatever it is, share that, right? When you look at the people who have the biggest followings and the most ravenous tribes, it's those people who share their opinions, that are opinionated about stuff. They take a stake and they're like, I believe this and not this. And I know it can be a little bit hard to deal with sometimes because you're like, well, I don't want to alienate people. I don't want to rub people the wrong way. But remember this, you're not trying to rub people the wrong way just for being abrasive and polarizing. You're trying to share your true voice. And when you share your true voice, you end up attracting the right people into your business. The people who agree with your philosophy, who like the way you do things. And I think that's super important. Okay. Number 4 is be helpful. Be helpful. So when you put stuff out into the marketplace, your marketing, in the words you speak, the videos you shoot, the words you type, just be helpful, right? So we talk about, sharing your beliefs, sharing your philosophy. You might be saying, okay, how is that helpful? Well, it's helpful because sometimes people need to see the real you. They can connect with your story. They can connect with what you're going through. And yes, there are certainly times where you can provide some advice, some insights, a little bit of how-to, if you will. It doesn't mean that everything you do needs to be, here are the tips, here's the how-to, here's the strategy. Sometimes it can be. But most importantly is be helpful. So in whatever way that means to you, maybe it's inspiration, maybe it's a kind of a wake-up call for people, maybe it's something they need to hear, but they just haven't been receptive to hearing it until you shared it with them. So that's the 4th tip, is be helpful. Number 5 is be willing to learn what is essential and not just look at handing it off. I think a lot of medical professionals, health professionals, make the mistake of just saying, I just want to see patients all day long and I don't want to do anything else in my business. The most successful clients that we've worked with, and we've worked with now over 1,100 clients, $100 million plus revenue generated for them. The most successful clients are not the ones who spend all their day working with patients and clients. Our most successful clients love doing that, 100%. But they also understand that, hey, I have a business that I want to build here. I have a certain level of impact that I want to create. And I'm going to learn the necessary skills to do that, because I know that if I build the right systems and if I have the right team in place, we can impact a lot more people. Those who struggle the most are those who say, I just want to see patients all day long. Because what you end up doing is you end up living a life of bondage, right? Where you're trading time for money. You don't get paid unless you see patients. So you see more patients, you make more money, but when you're off for a week, you don't get paid. So you don't take a week off, so you keep seeing more patients, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. It's a losing game, and it's not your fault. It's the paradigm, I call it the medical matrix, that we've all bought into from the time we went through school, right? We came out and said, all right, if I want to help people, they have to see me, I have to see them one-on-one, and then I'm done. Next, one-on-one, next, one-on-one. It's not sustainable, and it's quite frankly a ridiculous model, considering there's way better ways and more leveraged ways of helping people. So you have to be willing to learn the essentials of business. You have to understand how to market. You have to understand how to run a business, because that's what this is. And if you're not willing to do that, that's your choice, right? I'm not here to judge. But I'm saying, if you want great results, and if you want to help more people, and if you want to make more money, and you want to build a business and a life that's on your terms, you have to be willing to learn those fundamentals, just like you did when you were in school, for what you do now. So that's number 5, is be willing to learn and not just hand stuff off. There's a time and place to delegate and hire, but there's certain things you need to understand. Number 6 is be willing to invest in your business. Invest in coaching, invest in team members, investing in marketing, investing in advertising. Because when you're able to do that and you can turn $1 into 2 or 3 or 5, hey, listen, you've got an amazing business that you can duplicate and replicate on and on and on and on. Now, I understand there's certain stipulations based on scope of practice, based on where you might be. But listen, there are always ways around things. If you don't think you can run ads, hey, listen, maybe not in the way that you think you can or cannot. But there's certainly ways of doing so to get your message out there and serve more people. And if there isn't, then again, what's the point of all this, right? I remember when I graduated from school, one of my designations was a certified kinesiologist. And they told me, I'm like, hey, you can't do anything online with this designation. And I told them, thanks for letting me know, you can keep your designation. And I just gave it up. I'm not saying give up your designation. I'm just saying, if you have a bigger vision than the letters behind your name, it might be something to consider in terms of what you're able to do and not do with respect to the future you want to build. So be willing to invest. Be willing to invest in your business, because by investing in your business, by investing in people, you will be able to grow a lot faster than you will ever on your own. And then the final thing, number 7 here, is be patient. I don't know if you've ever gardened. I love nice lawns. Maybe it reminds me of my days playing soccer beautiful grass like a pool table. But here's the thing is if you plant a seed, does it turn into a tree tomorrow? No. But for some reason, most business owners feel that if they do something today, it should produce results tomorrow. And it's like, hold on. Back the car up a little bit here. In what planet is that even possible? Especially if you have no foundation of marketing, if you have no leverage, if you have no assets we can leverage from the start. You literally have to plow the field, plant the seeds, nurture the seeds, and let them take time. So you have to be patient. And I've shot other videos where it's like, listen, there's definitely ways where you can get patients and clients very quickly, even if you have no clue what you're doing. Obviously with the right guidance, right? If you have no assets, if you have no email lists, if you have no existing patient or client base, there are certainly ways you can get those results faster than others. But nonetheless, you have to learn new skills. Those skills take time. And when you do put stuff out into the marketplace, right? When you do put marketing out there, don't expect people to come rushing through your doors. Because remember, let's just assume you haven't done any marketing, and now you are. Maybe you start a podcast, maybe you're running some ads, maybe you're creating more content for social, and you're going from zero to starting. And so you were people didn't know who you were. And now they're starting to see you slowly but surely. That's going to take time. So being patient and being willing to play the long game is super important. I'll tell you this, longevity matters. I've been in business now since 2005. I have a client of ours who has had her practice now for 37 years. She has a 5-month waiting list. Not that that's anything to brag about because it's really a suffering list, right? So 5-month waiting list, she gets 130 calls into her clinic a day. But do you think that happened on day one? No, right? 37 years later. And it's the same thing with what she's doing now with her virtual practice is, she's already generated 6 figures in her first year online. And, I'm reminding her, I'm like, listen, just imagine where this is going to be 10, 20 years from now, even next year at this point, right? So being patient and willing to play the long game is very important for your success, especially digitally where there's so many distractions. Anyways, I hope this has found you well. If you are interested in taking your business to the next level, then a couple things here, really simple. Subscribe to the channel. We've got lots more stuff to help you get more patients, get more clients, grow your brick and mortar or your virtual practice. On the note of a virtual practice, if you want to start seeing people outside of what you do in person, to create more leverage, more location independence, to be able to help more people make a lot more money, we have a terrific training that can help you do so. Click the link below this video. Watch it today. It's totally free. And I promise you, it will get you thinking in new ways that you never thought were possible. That's all for today. Thank you so much. I'm Yuri Elkaim. Losing my voice here. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I'll see you soon.